who said, "She is nothing."
The blood moon approaches its peak. Daemon Ironfist, heir of Grey Manor, hereby claims his fated mate, Lila Grey.
Claim? Claim a useless girl who can't even awaken her wolf spirit at 18?
Daemon, we made a blood oath when we were 3. You humiliate me in front of the entire Manon?
Betrothal was a favor, not a promise. An Omega without a wolf spirit, worthy of standing on this altar?
Darling, don't get angry. Quarreling with a weak girl who have no wolf. It dirties your hands.
Leela, if you know what's good for you, step down. Don't shame Grey Manorsham.
Mother entrusted me to Grey Manor on her deathbed. And this is how you treat me?
Your mother? A vagrant of unknown origin. She deserved to die.
You say that again.
I now formally annul this engagement. From today on, you are nothing.
Stay kneeling, trash. From now on, Daemon's fated mate is me.
Who said, "She is nothing." 3 years. I've searched for her for 3 years.
Who are you? How dare you trespass Grey Manor?
Lord of the North, Cain Blackwood.
Lord, why would you grace such a small manor with your presence?
Look up.
You have the wrong person, my lord. I'm just a failure.
Failure? Then who branded this blood mark on your contract?
Impossible. There's no way she bears an Alpha's blood oath.
This is my blood mark. 3 years. I've searched for her for 3 years.
My lord, she can't even awaken her wolf spirit. How could she possibly—
If anyone else says she's unworthy, I will tear down this altar.
Why are you helping me?
I'm claiming you. Who gave you permission to speak to my lady?
The Lord choosing our Leela is Grey Hamel's greatest honor. This match, we accept it.
Yesterday I was defective goods. Today I'm an honor.
Leela, I was a fool yesterday. The blood oath. We can renew it.
Renew? What about Selena? Isn't she your fated mate now?
I'll marry Daemon. Don't get cocky, Leela. Clinging to the Lord, you're still just a pawn.
Who gave you permission to speak to my lady?
Lady.
Effective immediately, Lila severs ties with Grey Manor and enters the North's Lord's estate.
As for you, remember the regret you'll feel today.
My lord, drop the act. What exactly do you want to use me for?
Clever.
I have no wolf spirit, no influence. What use could I possibly be?
Even you don't yet know what you're useful for.
I have no wolf spirit, but I am not useless.
An Omega who can't awaken her wolf spirit? Fit to be our lady? The Lord must be bewitched.
I heard she was jilted from another estate. Just some discarded trash he picked up.
My hearing is fine. And the Lord will hear your words too.
Are you threatening me?
None.
It's black vine poisoning. One more moment and he'd be beyond saving.
She saved Carl? An Omega who knows healing arts long lost in the North?
I have no wolf spirit, but I am not useless.
Merely some unorthodox trick.
Mother, what exactly have you been hiding from me? What is this? Bear with it. A wound like this won't kill you.
What's your name?
Leela, how does the Lord of the North end up with wounds like this?
I'll remember the taste of this blood. I will come back for you. Why sowed for you for 3 years? But that girl who saved me, see, she clearly had the scent of a wolf spirit.
My lady, this bowl of calming tonic was sent by Lady Selena as an apology. Selena apologizing? poison!
She followed me to the north. If she wants to kill me, she'll have to wait in line. Because I was never just an Omega.
The black vine poison came through your channel. Talk. Who ordered it?
I know nothing. Mercy, my lady.
You know nothing? Then this letter from Selena to you, is it also fake?
Leela, you're slandering me! I am a noble lady of Goldman Manor. Would I collude with a servant?
Noble lady. Yesterday you were Damon's concubine, and today you're an honored guest of the North. Who gave you that face?
It was the Elder. The Elder!
The Elder, so that's it.
Selena, you trespassed into the Lord's estate and attempted to poison the lady. What punishment do you deserve?
My lord, I am innocent!
Drag her away and lock her up. Your investigative skills aren't those of an Omega.
Because I was never just an Omega.
This aura. You carry white wolf blood. Your blood is what the entire wolf race desires.
It hurts so much. It's like something is trying to burst out of me.
Hold on! You can't awaken now. It will bring disaster upon you.
Why? What do you know?
Your blood is what the entire wolf race desires. White wolf, the bloodline of the Blood Moon Queen. It hasn't died out after all. Elder, shall we act now? Not yet. Wait till she awakens until her bloodline power peaks, then take it. That will be the complete power. But the Lord protects her. The Lord? 3,000 years ago we wiped out the White Moon clan. We can do it again today. Prepare that thing. Once the silver shackles appear, lords and queens alike will kneel. Today, no one will take you from me. Close your eyes. Feel the wolf in your blood, but don't let it out.
You could have abandoned me. Why save me? Why protect me?
Because 3 years ago you saved me.
That wounded wolf in the snowy night. It was you.
That night I was ambushed, nearly died. It was the white wolf aura on you that pulled me back from death's door.
So you claim me to repay a debt? Or for my blood?
At first, it was for the blood. But now...
Woman! Report! A Grey Manor is at the gates with his forces. He claims the lady's engagement is still valid and demands she return to fulfill it.
Has he lost his mind?
Perfect. I'll tear up this old contract myself.
Kane.
Stand behind me. Today, no one will take you from me.
Leela! Kane, Leela and I have a blood oath betrothal made when we were 3. By wolf law, you are stealing another man's wife!
Blood oath? The moment you publicly annulled it, the oath was broken.
Words are empty, unless you dare duel me. The victor claims Leela.
Am I cargo? Decided by the winner of your fight?
You're an Omega, you have no right to speak. I accept. But let's change the stakes. If I win, you crawl out of the north on your knees. If you win, take my life. Coward! Shoot us!
Watch out.
Leela! I'm taking her. My lord, you lose.
The one who killed her now sits at the head of the Elder Council.
Lila, didn't see this coming? So what if you cling to the Lord? You still got dragged back here as a prisoner.
Weren't you locked up by Kane? Who released you?
The Elder who dotes on me, of course. Be good now, wait for the Elder to come for your blood. Then you'll have a quicker death.
My blood? What exactly are you after?
None.
This crest. It's exactly the same as the jade pendant Mother left me.
The White Moon clan, on the night of the blood moon. All perished. Mother didn't die in childbirth. Grey Manor was never a refuge. It was a cage hiding me.
Girl, stop digging. The night your mother fled into Grey Manor holding you, she had 7 arrows in her.
You knew my mother?
I'll only tell you this. The one who killed her now sits at the head of the Elder Council.
Leela, I'm late.
You're hurt. Behind you. Don't touch
it! White Wolf's Claw! Impossible. The legendary Blood Moon Queen.
You've awakened. Earlier than I expected.
This is me? This is really me?
Good, good. A pure blood white wolf. 3,000 years, and at last I see this bloodline's light again.
Victor! So you were the one pulling the strings all along.
Don't rush, Lord. Today I only came to confirm one thing. To confirm that a white wolf truly still lives in this world.
You want my blood? Ask my claws first.
Backbone. Pity. Backbone is worthless before it.
Seraphine has awaited you for 3,000 years.
White Wolf? The lady is the legendary extinct White Wolf?
The Blood Moon Queen's bloodline. Right under our noses.
Moon Priestess Seraphine. Have you not been in seclusion for 300 years?
The White Wolf's light has rekindled. If I did not emerge now, I would miss the Queen's return. The last bloodline of the Blood Moon Queen, Seraphine, has awaited you for 3,000 years.
You're mistaken. I'm no queen, I'm just Leela.
Is your mother's name Moonry?
How do you know my mother's name?
She was the last princess of the White Moon clan. And you are the one and only queen of this world.
Cain, you knew all this, didn't you?
The Lord naturally knows. Otherwise, why would he search for a white wolf for 3 whole years?
Victor, and the 2 closest in blood to Lord Cain.
Priestess, tell me everything. What truly happened to the White Moon clan?
3,000 years ago, the White Moon clan protected all wolfkind with the power of the Blood Moon and were revered as royalty. But some coveted that power.
Who?
A secret council of elders. On the night of the Blood Moon, they slaughtered the entire White Moon clan and stole the moon core from the Queen's heart.
My mother. How did she survive?
Your grandmother, the old Queen, gave her life to send away the handmaid carrying your mother. A single bloodline, hidden through the ages, waiting for you.
Waiting for me to do what? Take revenge?
The Blood Moon will come again. The prophecy says, when the White Wolf takes her throne, old debts shall be settled. The moon core within you is the only key to ending them.
So Cain got close to me for this key too.
The Lord's heart. He should tell you himself. My queen, one thing you must know. Of the secret council elders who annihilated your clan, 3 remain alive today.
Who are they?
Victor, and the 2 closest in blood to Lord Cain.
I want you alive, standing by my side.
Cain, you got close to me from the very beginning for the moon core, didn't you?
At first, yes.
I knew it.
But let me finish. 15 years ago, my father, the old Lord of the North, was poisoned. The killer framed his own trusted man. I watched my father die in my arms.
What does that have to do with me?
The method of poisoning is identical to the black vine blood poison used to exterminate the White Moon clan 3,000 years ago.
The same people.
I searched for the White Wolf initially for power, to avenge my father, but then I discovered we are hunting the same people.
Why didn't you tell me sooner?
Because I was afraid. Afraid that once you knew the truth, you'd think I was using you and leave me.
And now?
Now I only want to say one thing. Leela, what I want hasn't been the moon core for a long time. I want you alive, standing by my side.
My lord! Bad news! The Elder Council of Sel has launched a coup, charging you with conciting with an extinct heretical clan and destabilizing the realm.
Live and you win!
Cain Blackwood, you have harbored the heretical Blood Moon clan and sought to overthrow the true lineage of Wolfkind. As of today, you are stripped of your lordship and remanded for trial.
Victor, you murdered my father, annihilated her clan, and now you want my seat? Dream on!
Evidence? Mere words from the Lord. But you, harboring a white wolf, the witnesses and proof are all here.
Depose the Lord! The sorceress destroys the realm!
If you want her, go through me first.
Cain, there are too many of them.
Listen, find Seraphine. Go to the Blood Moon altar. Don't worry about me.
I won't leave.
That's an order from your lord! Live and you win!
My lady, hurry.
Run. The farther you go, the more painful your death.
The moon core they want. It's inside me.
My lady, the Lord has been North thrown at the Frost Ice to prison. The Elder Council will execute him publicly in 3 days.
3 days. I have to get him out within 3 days.
But we have nothing now.
No. We have one thing. The moon core they want. It's inside me.
You're gonna trade yourself for the Lord? That's too dangerous!
Nina, why have you always stayed with me? When everyone despised me?
Because 3 years ago, when my sister was dying, you braved the blizzard to bring her medicine. She didn't make it, but you were the only one who ever treated us like human beings.
Then trust me one more time.
Girl, I've come with a message. The key to Frost Iron Prison is in Selina's hands.
Selina? Who is she really?
She's Victor's death-sworn agent, raised since childhood. Her identity as a Goldman Manor noble lady is fake.
Good. Fake means there's a weakness.
Or I'll make you watch your lord's head fall.
You dare walk into the trap? I'm here to make a deal. The moon core for Cain. We each get what we want. You think I'll believe that?
You don't trust me, but you trust him. Victor promised you a noble title, promised you Damon, but this is his secret letter to the true heir of Goldmany Manor. You are just a death-sworn agent to be discarded once used.
Impossible.
After the Blood Moon, when he takes my core, a pawn who knows too much like you will be the first to be silenced.
You're trying to drive a wedge between us?
I'm just putting the truth in front of you.
Truth? What a silver tongue. The white wolf delivers herself, saves me the trouble. Guards, bring the Lord out.
Queen Leela, now hand over your moon core, or I'll make you watch your lord's head fall.
Victor, the blood debt you owe the White Moon clan for 3,000 years. Tonight I collect.
Release him. I'll go with you.
Leela, no! Once the moon core leaves your body, you'll die!
A wise queen knows how to choose.
No!
Said no.
This is the bloody awakened power.
Victor, the blood debt you owe the White Moon clan for 3,000 years. Tonight I collect.
Leela, stop. You'll hurt innocent people.
I can't stop! I can't!
You promised to wait for me!
I hurt so many people. How am I any different from those who slaughtered my clan?
You're different. You held back. You saved everyone.
But what if I can't hold back next time? This power, it's nothing but a curse. My lady, don't think that way. Cain, because of me, you almost died. Because of me, innocent people almost died.
Lila, listen to me.
I need to leave. I need to learn to control it before I get you killed.
Don't go. Together we...
No. This time let me face it alone.
Leela! You promised to wait for me!
Leela, I've been looking for you for so long.
I know I was wrong. Let me atone, okay?
Stop. No one touches this woman.
I've come to my senses these past days. Calling off the engagement, I was blind. You are the true queen.
So now you want to cling to the queen?
Not cling. I genuinely want to protect you. Victor is too strong. You can't fight him alone. I'll help you.
What can you possibly offer?
Grey Manor still has 300 Deathsworn agents under my command. Just trust me.
Fine. Then first tell me, how did you know I'd pass through this wasteland?
I guessed.
Guessed. This room is lit with soul trace incense, specially used to track White Wolf aura. Damon, who sent you to intercept me?
Leela, don't refuse the toast and drink the forfeit. Since you won't cooperate nicely, don't blame me, man! Victor promised that if I bind you and deliver you for sacrifice, the heir of Grey Anne will be promoted to elder. Your power was always meant to be the stepping stone for my rise!
As expected, people like you never change. Stop. No one touches this woman.
If I don't go back, then he truly dies.
Selena, have you lost your mind? Help her and the Elder Council will kill you!
He was going to kill me anyway. Her letter. She wasn't lying.
Why are you saving me?
Because I was pregnant once too. Victor's men forced me to drink an abortfective, said death-sworn agents couldn't leave heirs. From that day on, I've been waiting for a chance to drag him down to hell.
That chance is me. You're the only one who can kill him. I'll help you. But after it's done, I want only one thing. His life. Deal.
Time is short. Victor has taken control of the North. He's forcing Cain to confess publicly, preparing for the Blood Moon sacrifice. How is Cain now?
He's still badly wounded and locked in the Moon prison. He won't survive until the Blood Moon reaches its peak. I have to go back. Going back is suicide. If I don't go back, then he truly dies. Come, take me through the secret passage into the city. I only ever wanted to be bound to you.
Cain! Cain, wake up!
You. Why are you back? I told you to leave.
Shut up! I said I want you alive and standing by my side.
My queen, the Lord is afflicted with black vine blood poison. Mortal medicine is useless. Only the blood of the Blood Moon Queen can cure him.
However much it takes, I'll give it.
But once you use your blood to sustain his life, your fated bond will become fully intertwined. From then on, you rise and fall together. There will be no turning back.
I couldn't ask for more.
Fool. You've bound your life to mine.
I only ever wanted to be bound to you.
Bad! The bond light is too strong!
Found it. The White Wolf's position is exposed. Relay orders. The Blood Moon Army march on the north immediately.
The true master is the one closest to the Lord in blood.
Before dawn, Victor's army will arrive. The north has only 3,000 defenders left.
That's enough. I'm here.
Leela, there's something I've held in for 3 years.
This isn't the time for sweet words.
Precisely because there might be no tomorrow, I have to say it now. Lila Grey, whether you're a queen or an Omega, whether we live or die tomorrow, be my fated mate. Be my lady. Will you?
Yes. From that snowy night on, I already said yes.
My queen, my lord, there's one thing I've kept from you for a long time. I can no longer hide it.
Priestess, speak freely.
The one pulling all the strings was never Victor. He is merely a hound. The true master is the one closest to the Lord in blood.
You mean?
Your uncle, Regent Valen, the one who murdered his brother for power and exterminated the White Moon clan. It was him.
Except scepter waste, with no wolf spirit to command. Cain, my good nephew,
All these years your uncle has served as your advisor. How tiresome it must have been.
Tyson, you murdered my father, and you have the nerve to stand here.
Your father was weak, clinging to that protect all beneath heaven nonsense of the White Moon clan. He'd have dragged the North to ruin sooner or later. I simply did what had to be done.
Exterminating my entire clan. That was also what had to be done.
The White Moon Queen's core is the strongest power in this world. Better to hold it in one's own hands than to worship it.
So you raised Victor as your hound and schemed for 3,000 years.
3,000 years. I've waited for the Moon core to mature again. My dear niece-in-law, that one inside you, is perfectly ripe.
If you want it, come take it.
To take your power, I don't need to lift a finger. Recognize it? This is the Silver Shackle. 3,000 years ago, even the White Moon Queen breathed her last kneeling before it.
What sorcery is this? My wolf power, it's draining.
The Silver Shackle commands the blood of every wolf in this world, except Scepter Waste, with no wolf spirit to command.
It has no effect on me. Valen, you miscalculated one thing.
Oh?
Your Silver Shackle can only command those who have a wolf. But I've lived 18 years being treated by you as a wolfless failure. It has no effect on me.
Interesting.
Today, for my clan, for Kane's father, for everyone you've destroyed, I collect!
It hurts! This power is tearing my bloodline apart!
Leela, the shackle is devouring her core. Bad. The shackle was forged with the Queen's own blood. It has absolute dominion over pure blood white wolves.
You shouldn't break free of it. You should command it.
Mother, is that you?
My child, you've grown so much. I'm sorry I couldn't be with you.
Mother, I can't defeat them. The shackle is too strong. I'm going to die.
No, you haven't used your full power. You've been afraid of it, suppressing it, so it has never truly belonged to you.
I'm afraid of hurting others, afraid of becoming a killing monster.
The essence of the Blood Moon's power is not destruction, it is protection. In ancient days, the White Moon clan used it to shelter all, not to conquer. That is the difference between a queen and a tyrant.
But how do I break the shackle?
The shackle was forged with the Queen's blood, so let the true Queen's blood command it as its master. You shouldn't break free of it, you should command it.
I can turn the shackle back and control it?
Go, my daughter. Unseal all the power in your blood. This time don't fight for vengeance. Fight for those you wish to protect. I understand now.
The silver shackle isn't my chain. It's my throne.
Impossible! Under the shackle's backlash, how can you still stand?
Because I finally understand. The silver shackle isn't my chain. It's my throne.
The shackle. It has recognized you as its master?
It always belonged to the Queen.
How does it feel, my queen?
Like it's time to collect.
Good. Very good. Since the shackle can't suppress you, I'll use what you'd least want to face.
Do you recognize her, Lila?
This Hera. It's the same as mine. The old queen. You're still alive? 3,000 years.
That's right. The old queen of the White Moon clan, your grandmother. I kept her alive all this time, waiting for this very day.
Is to end you myself!
The old queen still has half a moon core left in her. I use forbidden arts to control her. Let her take this blow for me.
Kill White Wolf.
Grandmother, I'm Leela. Moonry's daughter. Your granddaughter.
Moon.
Don't listen to her. Kill her!
If you want to kill me, then do it. I won't fight back. 3,000 years you've borne this alone for far too long.
Child, run. I can't hold on much longer.
Useless old hag! Kill her now!
3,000 years! All I've waited for is to end you myself!
Old queen, you've lost your mind!
Child, the truth is in my blood. Catch it.
The lives you owe would paint the blood moon red for 3 cycles.
I see it. On the night of the blood moon, Valen's ancestor, in league with Victor's clan, poisoned the celebrative wine with black vine blood poison.
My father. Did he know about this?
Your father. He discovered Valen's conspiracy back then. He wanted to overturn the justice against the White Moon clan. That's why Valen killed him.
So that's it. Father didn't die in an accident. He was silenced by his own brother for seeking justice.
And my mother. When she fled with me, Valen's pursuers shot her with 7 arrows. She died at the gates of Grey Manon trying to protect me.
Valen, the lives you owe would paint the blood moon red for 3 cycles.
So what if you uncover the truth? So what if you know? The victor writes history, as long as I still draw breath!
My master, the blood moon has reached its peak. The dark ritual array is complete.
Good! Since the shackle is useless, then awaken it! The ancient wolf demon sealed by the White Moon clan 3,000 years ago!
Control the Lord, and I control your Achilles' heel.
It's Moon Eater, the ancient beast that the White Moon clan sacrificed their entire tribe to seal aground 3,000 years ago.
They're insane. Even they can't control this thing.
Control? I don't need to control it. I only need it to devour every wolf in this world. And let me become the sole ruler!
Cain! Watch out!
My body, so cold, can't control it.
Cain! What's happening to you?
Kill White Wolf.
It's you. Valen, you let the wolf demon possess Cain.
The fated bond. You rise and fall together. Control the Lord, and I control your Achilles' heel. Do it, Cain. Choke your fated mate to death with your own hands.
Leela, run. I can't hold it.
I won't run. Cain, listen to my voice. Come back.
Then let it tear. Cain, come back to me. Cain Blackwood, Lord of the North. You promised to marry me.
Leave me!
That snowy night you said you'd come back for me. You searched for me for 3 years. Now I'm coming for you.
No, my queen! You're forcibly pouring your own life force into him. The bond will tear your soul apart.
Then let it tear. Cain, come back to me.
Leela.
Leela!
I'm back. I'm sorry I made you suffer.
That's all that matters. I knew you couldn't bear to leave me.
Impossible! How could the bond sever the wolf demon's control?
Because there is one power in this world that you will never understand. A heart willing to die for the other.
How could I lose to a useless Omega and a lame wolf? Master, save me! It's out of control!
Useless trash. Dying now will serve as a good shield for me.
Cain, can you move?
For you, I'd move even with broken legs.
The final battle. Do you trust me?
In this life, only you.
The White Moon clan's power of protection was never meant for destruction. It was meant to guard those behind us. Moon Eater, return to your seal.
No. I schemed for 3,000 years. How could I lose to a useless Omega and a lame wolf? Leela, look out!
I was never waiting for a legacy.
You idiot! Who told you to take that hit for me?
I told you I'd keep you alive by my side. I kept my word.
No! The bond ties us together. If you die, I die too, so you are not allowed to die!
My queen, the bond flows both ways. You can pour power back to him, but it would cost nearly all of your moon core. Once done, you will lose your white wolf power forever and become a common Omega.
I was always an Omega. If this power can keep him alive, I don't want it anyway.
No, your power. The legacy you waited 3,000 years for.
I was never waiting for a legacy. I was waiting for a fool who would take a blade for me.
Leela! How could you give it all up for me?
It was worth it. As long as you're here, I don't care about being a queen, or having power.
The blood moon has returned to peace. The new Quan, through the sacrifice of her power, has truly proven the way of the white moon clan.
A wolf's nobility lies not in bloodline strength, but in heart. Leela has lost her white wolf power. She's nothing but a common Omega now. By what right does she sit as the Lord's lady?
By the fact that she alone sealed the wolf demon, ended tyranny, and saved all wolf kind. Which of you can claim the same?
From this day forward, the North's first new law: abolish Omega discrimination. A wolf's nobility lies not in bloodline strength, but in heart.
Damon, back then you said I was nothing.
Leela, Your Majesty, I know I was wrong. Please spare me.
I won't kill you. Grey Manon, having harbored the conspiracy of menacide, is hereby reduced to a vassal state.
Your heirship is revoked. For the rest of your life, you'll guard the tombs at the border, keeping eternal vigil for the slaughtered White Moon clan.
Yes.
I've aided evil for years. Kill me or flay me, I'll accept whatever. You turned at the end and saved me. That counts as redemption. I pardon you. Take the freedom you wanted, and go.
Thank you, my queen.
Seize the assassin! Even if Grey Manor is finished, you White Wolf remnants will never sit securely on this throne!
I've lost my White Wolf power, but I never won by strength alone. These are wolves who follow me with true hearts. What do you have to fight against that?
By the blood moon's witness, by the moon god's seal. Today, Cain Blackwood, Lord of the North, takes as his wife Leela, the last queen of the White Moon clan.
From that snowy night to this day, it took me 3 years to find you, and a lifetime to marry you.
Cain, I was once seen as useless by the whole man and a joke to be cast aside. You made me know that I am worthy of love.
No. It was you who walked through blood and fire to become a queen.
Long live the Queen! Long live the Lord! The blood moon returns in peace!
This is the moon god's blessing. The queen's moon core is reforming within her, and not just one.
Cain, can you hear it?
I hear it. Our child will be a new white wolf in this world.